With a live look right now at conditions and evacuation efforts along the Florida and the Georgia coast. We're going to show you how people there are bracing for the worst.
First, Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Valdez tracking Dorian's path of devastation. Jennifer, that threat's going to be with us for a while.
Oh, and yeah, and you look at this on the radar in the satellite and you can see the sheer power of this storm. There's the center of circulation, the eye of the storm still battering the Bahamas, moving at 1 mile an hour, so nearly stationary. The center of the storm only 100 miles east of West Palm Beach, Florida. Although not expected to make landfall on Florida, as you can see, close enough to bring hurricane force winds, lots of rain, beach erosion, and millions of people along the Florida coast, up the Carolina and Georgia coast will be affected by this storm. Do want to give you the very latest. The winds have come down about 5 miles an hour just within the last 5 minutes. Winds now at 145 miles an hour. The good news is we're starting to see a little bit of a turn to the west or to the north, moving at the west-northwest, but only at 1 mile an hour. So this is sitting right on top of the Bahamas, battering the Bahamas. It will continue to do so. Eventually it will pick up speed as it takes more of a turn to the north, but I'm at least optimistic that we're seeing a little bit of a northward turn this afternoon. It is expected to be a Category 4 storm as it moves very close to the Florida coast, eventually picking up speed as a Category 3 hurricane right off the coast of Georgia, and then moving towards the Carolinas as it weakens dangerously close to the coast of North Carolina as a Category 2 hurricane. Now, we've got new watches and warnings in place because of this storm, and they do include portions of coastal Georgia. We do have a hurricane watch in effect all the way up to just north of St. Simons in Georgia. That means hurricane conditions possible within the next 48 hours. On top of that, we do have a storm surge watch in effect for almost the entire Georgia coast, all the way from the Savannah River all the way to Florida, where we could see a storm surge of 4 to 7 feet in coastal Georgia. That's why we have that storm surge watch. Coastal Georgia could see 4 to 8 inches of rain as this storm skirts along the coast. Here in North Georgia, we're going to see little to no impact. You may notice a little bit of a breeze by the middle to end of the week, but definitely not seeing anything tropical from this storm, at least not here in the Atlanta metro area. Doesn't mean they're in the clear for coastal Georgia. We're going to talk much more about that, how strong the winds are going to be, and how much rain they're expecting. We have team weather coverage for you all afternoon and evening. First, we're going to check on the roadways. For that, we're going to head over to